Greetings and salutations, comic book conversationalists. This is Comic Book Hangover once again with a new comic book haul, a very small haul, but I wanted to do something because I was going to have another video out this week, and it was supposed to be my unboxing and sort of review of the Nightmare on Elm Street 40th Anniversary Steelbook Special Edition that I pre-ordered on August 20th from Amazon. What happened was, the movie was released on the 15th, so it's already been released. And when I checked my Amazon account, it said, it's out for delivery, it's coming, whatever. And when you pre-ordered it, when I pre-ordered it through Amazon, it did say that I was going to get it on the 15th, which is the day of its release. Well, Amazon, being the geniuses that they are, they're still new at this, mind you. They've only been at this for, about 30 years now, so they're still kind of new at this. They have not delivered my Steelbook, and when I contacted them, they said, well, it's got to be fulfilled at the warehouse, and then once it's fulfilled at the warehouse, then they're going to send it out. So a movie that I pre-ordered on August 20th that was supposed to be released, and I was supposed to receive on October 15th, 2 months later, I'm now going to be receiving on November 20th, more than a month after I pre-ordered it. So I have to ask, what is the point of pre-ordering from Amazon if you're not going to get the item when you're supposed to do it? Now, I am rather pissed off about this because Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite horror movie of all time. And I've owned it multiple times on VHS. I've owned it multiple times on DVD. I've owned it multiple times on Blu-ray. So this is just the next evolution. So I wanted to see it. I was excited, even though the packaging was not the best kind of packaging in the world. I don't think a single image of Freddy Krueger on that entire Steelbook set is actually from A Nightmare on Elm Street. There's Freddy versus Jason, there's Nightmare on Elm Street 3, and there's all these other ones. Not a single one. So, I don't know. I'm annoyed and I'm frustrated. But hopefully soon, hopefully I don't have to wait until November 20th to get a movie that I pre-ordered in August that was supposed to be released on October 15th. But be that as it may, I'm no longer excited about it. I'm this close to just saying, you know what? Screw it. Cancel my order. I'll just go ahead and get the generic version that has the often used image of Freddy on it. That's not even from A Nightmare on Elm Street, but at least they use the Nightmare on Elm Street logo. It's absolutely ridiculous. And Amazon, when I talked to them, they said, well, we'll give you a credit or something on your account when the movie ships. I'm like, well, that's fine and good and all, but that doesn't give me the movie the day I'm supposed to get it, and it's not my fault. I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it with the promise of getting it October 15th. You guys screwed up, not me. So, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it. I'm very annoyed. I'm very upset with Amazon. I'm never going to pre-order from them again. I'm going to go through Gov or Arrow or any other source to get movies that I'm looking into. But I'm not going to pre-order anything from Amazon again because apparently they cannot get their Amazon shit in order. So, sorry for the language, but I'm rather annoyed. But anyway, I do have some comic books that we can talk about. Let's see here. Let's start with the facsimile editions that I picked up this week. All right, we grabbed Amazing Spider-Man 261. Continuing and almost to the end of the year-long reprinting of Amazing Spider-Man, sort of like the first year of the Black Suit Spider-Man. And some of these, I think this is the one that I have the original of. If not, it's one that I've been wanting. It's on my list. So now that I have the facsimile, I'm happy with it. I'm pretty sure, though, that I have this. I'm really looking forward to being able to get my comic book out of storage so I can actually find out what it is that I got. But I grabbed that one from DC. Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7 with that iconic cover of Supergirl being deaded. I guess we're supposed to say unalived. I don't like saying unalived. I'd rather just say dead, killed. That's what she is. Okay, so there's that. Variant covers I grabbed, and this is the last one of these that I think I'm getting. This is Wolverine number 2, the Godzilla variant. So this wraps up all the Godzilla variants that I wanted So I got those. So now I may go back and just get the other Godzilla ones just to have them all in my collection. I don't know. It'll give me something to buy of Godzilla, because I do honestly think that we're getting real close to the end of Godzilla in comics. For some reason, I think it's just because we're wrapping up the 70th anniversary of Godzilla, and IDW is not doing very well. Although they've introduced a new logo that looks like total crap, but I just feel like Godzilla is probably coming to an end. But these covers are sweet. So this is the last one. It's nice to see Wolverine getting his comeuppance from the G-Man. From Image Skybound, I grabbed Void Rivals issue 9. I don't always get these second printings for Void Rivals. I just get the ones for Transformers mostly. But once in a while, I'll do Void Rivals because, like, this one here has Springer on it. So I had to get it for Springer. I don't really love the character. I do like the character. He's a pretty cool character. So there's that one. And the last book I picked up is, I think this is cover A. Destro, number 5 of 5, wrapping it up and leading into G.I. Joe number 1, which is out, I think, the latter part of next month, latter part of November, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So this one here wraps up everything. We've got the Crimson Twins, Xamot and Tomax trying to take over Mars, and then Destro coming back and beating the hell out of them. They're getting into this big fight. They do establish that when you hit Xamot, Tomax feels it, and vice versa. Cobra Commander is there, and he's just kind of watching us all this happen because he's like, whatever, I'll just pick up the pieces when you're done doing whatever the hell it is you're doing. But then you've got, and this is kind of spoilers, I guess. You've got them finally realizing, Destro actually finally realizing, like, you know what? Things are changing. Things are changing that we're not expecting. The whole idea, the whole knowledge of the Cybertronians, the Decepticons, and the Autobots showing up on Earth, that kind of changes everything. And it could make them obsolete. It could make their war, their art obsolete. So Destro says, we should all join together under a common banner, and that banner should be Cobra. We should throw our chips in with Cobra Commander, let him lead us, because he knows more about this sort of stuff. And of course, behind the scenes, Destro's like, we'll let him control it, but at some point, I'm going to take care of him, and I'm going to control Cobra. So we've got that dynamic, which if you're, for those of us who grew up with the cartoon, we're familiar with that dynamic, so it's pretty cool. We've got, something else from Cybertron possibly showing up on Earth, and Cobra Commander is real excited about. So it's got a lot of great things happening. I was really excited. This one here is still a lot better than the Charlotte miniseries, which I think we got one more issue for Charlotte. I don't know. That book is just, it started off okay, then it just quickly went to mediocre to just plain bad. But this one held up. This one held up through all the 5 issues. I'm very excited to see where this is going. And I'm actually excited for G.I. Joe. I've never really read a G.I. Joe comic book. That really wasn't my wheelhouse. I was always more Transformers than G.I. Joe. My best friend Mikey down in Texas, he was really big in the G.I. Joe. I actually picked up that thick $60-some-odd G.I. Joe, I guess we call it a phone book. It has like the first 50 issues of the Marvel series in it. He loves that. And I'm like, well, maybe I might pick that up too at some point. I don't know. But that's it. That's all I got. And of course, we got the Killer Clowns from Outer Space poster. This was actually from Shout Factory. This was what you got when you pre-ordered the 4K. We got the 4K Steelbook for it, and we got this poster. And that's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. And this is also another reason why I wanted to do this video, because we got Halloween coming up, so I wanted to have this up on the wall. My son Torrin doesn't know that it's up yet, so when he comes up tonight to go to bed, he's gonna be real excited to see it. I got another poster I want to put up for next week for the Halloween, the week of Halloween. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm actually going to be getting a whole lot of books next week, so we'll see what I can do to sort of stretch it out, But that said, again, thanks everybody for your continued support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing, liking, following, subscribing, all that fun stuff. I really do greatly appreciate it. And I hope everybody had a great new comic book day this past week. And as I always like to say, I don't get a whole lot of books, but there's a lot of amazing books by some amazingly talented writers and artists out there. I may not like them all, like Dan Slott. I'm not a big fan of his, but he is talented. He did Superior Spider-Man, which was for me the last really good Spider-Man series. But a lot of great books by a lot of great people. I hope you guys had a great new comic book day and grabbed some awesome books. I like seeing what you do when you do your videos as well, those of you who do the videos. But that said, we'll see you guys next week with another weekly haul and a different Halloween poster. See you later. Have a good one.